Hey you guys, today I wanted to talk to you about construction loans and how you go about financing once you've picked out the lot and the home that you really want to build. Oftentimes you'll have your builder picked out at this point, which is a whole nother subject and I'm not going to go into today. But from a financing standpoint, I just kind of want to give you an idea of what to expect. Construction loans are a lot different than your standard FHA, VA, USDA, or conventional loan. Usually the minimum down is 20%. However, some lenders have come out with additional loans that offer less percentage rates down. But you're also going to want to have a bunch of money in reserve, probably another 10 or 20%, because you're going to be outlaying money during construction and then you'll get reimbursed, or your builder will be outlaying money, which is another option. So when you go in to get approved for a construction loan, the bank is going to give you a whole packet of information they're going to need. And most likely your builder is going to fill all this information out unless you're building your own home. And each bank's a little different as far as what line items they need. But they'll want cost for everything. Foundation, windows, faucets, everything that's going into your home. Now, a lot of times you don't necessarily know that up front, which is where a custom builder will come in, be very helpful for you. But you'll kind of want to know an idea of what you're going to be picking out, because if you're applying for $300,000 to build your home, and the bank will give you an additional, usually 10%. So you'll have $330,000 to build your home in case you go over, which pretty much is going to happen because that always happens when you build. But you're going to want to know that you're not going to go too far over. So you're going to want to have an idea of what your final finishes are going to be for your house. So it is a lot of work in the beginning of the process, but it makes things easier once you're actually beginning to build. You have less decisions you're going to have to make, and you'll already have a direction that you're going. So once the builder or you get that back to the lender, they're going to order an appraisal to make sure that the house will meet the value that the bank is loaning between the land, the cost of the house, and any overages. And once they approve that, then you're kind of ready to roll. Now, the approval process for this whole part can take a while, so I just want you to be prepared that it's not your normal 30-day loan. Sometimes it can be, but often it is going to be 60 or more days because there may be multiple revisions that you have to make and chasing down paperwork and getting information and all of that kind of stuff. So once you start your construction loan, you will get draws throughout the process. And your payment during the process of construction will just be the interest only part for what you've pulled out. So if you pull out 30 grand, you'll only be paying your interest on that until your next draw, and then you'll be paying interest on the combined total, and so on and so forth until your house is complete. And then at that point, your normal 15 or 30-year mortgage will start. Banks do it differently depending on which bank or lender you're going to go through. Some banks and lenders do a two-step process where you do your construction loan and then you end up refinancing at the end to roll it into a regular loan. I would recommend not doing it that way. It costs more money because you're paying refinancing charges to the lender for the second rollout of your loan. Oftentimes you can find lenders who will do an all-in-one. They'll approve you in the beginning for your construction loan, and when construction is complete and you get your certificate of occupancy, they will then roll it into your regular loan that you'll have for the life of your payoff. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I will include a blog with additional information on this subject, but there are so many variables in it. So don't hesitate to reach out. I'm always happy to answer questions.